Hi, my name is Russ Scala, ex-military, ex-private military contractor, worked for it, diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, stress syndrome. Well, because of my background, when I came back, as many others coming back from their tours, we had, or I had what was called post-traumatic stress disorder. And after going through my Navy doctor for so long, which is a pretty good friend of mine, he started prescribing all kinds of drugs, which I was very clear telling him that I would not take these drugs because I consider them to be poison. And we have a code on our teams is that we would deal with the pain, no gain. So I was measuring the gain versus the pain. And I told my doctor I'd rather go through the pain, which was very emotional, as it was physical. And I told him I'd rather go through this emotional pain than to take all this medication. He said to me, that's okay, that's fine with me, but I still have to prescribe them because he needed to cover his six. He needs to cover his back. He says, there is a file that's going to be reviewed, and I'm treating you, so I'm going to prescribe them. Don't take them, that's fine with me. So I said, no problem. Things kept getting worse and worse and worse. I'm pulling over on the I-4, you know, I'm crying like a little girl, and I'm fluctuating between extreme anger and extreme sadness. And for all you guys coming back from your tours, you know what I'm talking about. We all go through the same thing. We start crying, we don't know why we're crying, we're extremely angry. We don't know at what, we don't know at who. We can't deal with civilians. We can't transition into civilian life. We are on a short fuse, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, hyper state of alertness. You know, you can't do that. He's gonna eat at you, and he was eating at me. To the point where, and I don't know if I should say this, but to the point where I pull over, I pull a gun on these 5 guys that were, you know, cut me off on the road and actually followed me, and I pulled the car over and I got out of the car, and you know, when I realized what I had done, nothing happened, thank God, but when I realized what I had done, I called my doctor on the phone and I said, you need to put me in a hospital. He said, no, because if I put you in a hospital, I will lose control over you, and you're not crazy. We need to go through this together. You know, he's still, I love that guy. He's got a great heart. But he was just, you know, the usual doctor, trying to do his best with what he's got. Well, then, as luck would have it, I met Rusty here at the cigar store, and we started talking. It took us about a year to build a rapport. He was cautious of me, I was cautious of him, and you know, he talked to me about everything that he was doing. And I took it with a grain of salt, like, okay, everybody's doing something, and this is what he's doing. But one day, this lady came into the shop, and it was about time for me to close the cigar store. And the lady started, you know, she was kind of sad, and Russ started asking her question. We started talking, and when she started talking about the way she was feeling, Russ started giving her solutions and pinpointing the way that she was feeling. And I'm watching all this in disbelief because she's crying her heart out. And she's looking at Russ like, how could you understand this? And she said, my doctor, I've been with my doctor for over a year, and I don't understand, I mean, how he doesn't know this and you know it. So I locked the store. We stayed open for another 30, 45 minutes. And I saw Russ giving this lady all the information without any regards for money or how much it's going to cost or nothing. He was just genuinely helping this lady. And I'm sitting in the background watching the whole thing, and I went like, this guy is for real. This guy's heart is where he needs to be. You know, he truly wants to help people. And that's how we got involved. And he talked to me. I went and got my blood work done. He came back. I started on his program with the testosterone and ACG, and he started taking care of me. It's like I always said, you're like my drill sergeant. Wherever direction you point, I will follow you, brother. And he started taking care of me, and the next time my Navy doctor saw me, he was blown out of the, I mean, he looked at me and went like, what are you doing? And I said, why? He says to me, you look great. I lost over 50 pounds. He says, you're in great shape. Your emotions are under control. I feel extremely balanced, I told him. People cut me off when I'm driving on the freeway. Hey, I give him a pass. No big deal, you know? Whatever happens, hey, I'll take it easy. Because that anger, that sadness, that fluctuation between one and the other, it's gone. I don't feel angry anymore. I feel great about myself. I feel good, you know? I feel very happy with what's going on in my life. And for all you guys coming back from your tours, look into my eyes. I understand what you're going through, and you know what I went through. You know when you pull over and you start crying and you don't know why you're crying. When you have no patience to deal with your wife, your kids, your neighbors, civilians, you're done. I got to tell you this. There is hope, okay? And there is a cure for that. So follow what I'm telling you. Take it easy, okay? And if you can give us a call, you can give Russ a call, you can give this program a chance, do it for yourself and for your family. Thanks.